first met Anne at a We the People event. Was it a We the People event? It might actually have been a protest. So many of these things all go together. But we were fighting for the living wage, and we're talking about how can we make things better and who is going to do this work. And so there was a lot of conversation about how can we, which always comes back to who can. And Anne was very humble. I don't think I ever, felt like she was somebody who was trying to gear up for anything, but it felt right. It felt like it's Anne. Anne is going to do these things. You have a question? Ask Anne. You're confused? Ask Anne. And so it made sense. How can we, who can we? Anne can. Anne is my person for a multitude of reasons, but probably some of the biggest center around her focus on education. I have 2 young kids that are growing up here in the state. I believe very strongly in our public school system, and I think that you need strong leadership enforcing that behind the scenes, making sure that the budget is allocated so that we're not cutting. But then within that, you need somebody who is savvy, who can look at some of the situations that we're in that make some people think, oh, we should cut. You need somebody else who can kind of spin that on its head and think, yes, we can make it through this problem without sacrificing our children, right? So those are 2 of my big things, trying to get some of this pension reform done, education, and then gun violence prevention. So I wake up at night terrified about people having access to certain types of guns without us ever knowing that it's happening. And I think that's a real problem.